What's up, friends? It's your boy Mike Robertson here, and today we are going to talk about how to write better group workouts. I'm a big believer that group workouts can't be exactly like a one-on-one. You may not be able to have that level of customization, precision, detail, but that doesn't mean everybody should be doing the exact same thing. So we're going to talk about some strategies that I've used and that we've used here at IFAST over the years to write better group workouts. So for starters, if you are not using the R7 methodology, release, reset, readiness, reactive, resistance, resiliency, and recovery, I did 7. If you have not followed that mantra, if you're not using that template, please start to use it. I feel like it'll make your life so much simpler, and it'll give you a system and a framework to build all your programs off of. Okay? If you look at a standard boot camp, a lot of times what you get is some paint by numbers warm up. You're going to do a little bit of metabolic strength training and then maybe a finisher. So it leaves a lot to be desired. So when we write a group workout here at IFAST, R1, R2, and R3, our warm-up, we're going to make sure whenever possible, R1 and R2, the foam rolling and the resets, get done before we start our session. So if it starts at 6 o'clock, hey, try and get here 5:50, 5:55, just so you got a little bit of time to get loose and get warmed up. When 6 o'clock hits, we're going to start with R3. We're going to start with a dynamic warm-up, and sometimes it's something more ground-based like you would see in our ground prep series. Maybe it's just a little bit more athletic warm-up, like a dynamic mobility or dynamic stretching session. We're just going to try and get them loose and feeling good before we get into the workout. But here's where we can really do some things to set our entire group workouts apart from the rest and from what a lot of other people are doing. For starters, adding in R4. Now, R4 is our reactive work. It's our explosive work. And when I first started talking about everybody as an athlete, a lot of people made fun of this. And they said, oh, you're going to have your 60-year-old Gen Pop clients do box jumps. Maybe not, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be doing any power development at all. So in this case, a lot of times what we'll do is a separate section of our workout. So maybe it's like 6 to 9 rounds. We're going to go for like maybe 8 to 10 seconds, right? 8 to 10 seconds. And let's say we pick 2 to 3 activities, but things that most people can do safely and effectively. Maybe it's jumping rope. Maybe it's battling ropes, which I know a lot of times battling ropes will go in the main workout, but if you do battling ropes at a high level, 10 seconds of battling ropes is plenty. You don't want your shoulders up here at the end of the 30-second bout. So maybe we do some battling ropes. Maybe we do box jumps for our clients that are fit and healthy enough to do them. Maybe it's a prowler sprint. Maybe it's kettlebell swings. We find options that are training power, speed, or explosiveness, but that work within whatever our current client base can do safely and effectively. So adding in R4 is a huge step in the right direction. Second, we can start to scale our R5. And I think this is really important. A lot of people have talked about this, but I'm still not convinced a lot of people are doing this at a high level. So let's say our main squatting variation for the day is just a goblet squat. And let's say 60, 70, 80% of our clients can goblet squat safely and effectively. That's great. That's a great foundational activity. But let's say we have somebody that's brand new to the gym, stiff as a board, they can't do a goblet squat. So maybe we downgrade them and we have them do something like a plate squat or a plate reaching squat. So they've got something out in front of them, shifts their center of gravity back, and it allows them to change levels a little bit more effectively. So we've got a regression, but let's say somebody else, they've trained with you for 3, 4, 5 years. Goblet squats are easy. For that person, we'll upgrade them. Okay, you're gonna go a 2 kettlebell front squat, something we can load a little bit more and we can develop a little bit more strength with. So this is a huge improvement in your boot camps. If you can take your R5, your resistance training, and start to scale it up or down based on what the client in front of you can do, that's a huge win. Last but not least, very, very important, make your finishers fun. I feel like a lot of times people want to just smash people when it gets to the finisher, and some people want that. But I think anything you can do to make it more fun, if you can compete, if you can find a way to pair people up so they're coaching each other, cheering each other on, bringing a little bit more energy and camaraderie to the session, ultimately people are going to have more fun, they're going to work harder, and as a result, they're going to get better results. So I don't know about you, Just because it's a group session doesn't mean I don't want to think about it or I don't want it to be high level. I take a lot of pride. If I'm going to run a group session, I want it to be better than most gyms or most trainers' one-on-one sessions. So I really hope these ideas help you out, and I hope that they ultimately help you run better group workouts. If you're enjoying the videos, 2 places you can go. 1, RobertsonTrainingSystems.com. All kinds of free stuff. Articles, podcasts, videos just like this. Or you're a trainer, coach, you want to level up? Go to CompleteCoachCertification.com. Link is in the description. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week with our next video.